Miss Page recently became principal here at West Bridgewater High School. Here's how she's doing and how she got there. Mr. Frost explains Mrs. Page's leadership style.
On relationships, I can kind of tell walking around the school. She knows a lot of people, has very close relationships with a lot of students, a lot of faculty. A lot of people respect her, and that takes a lot of time, effort, and energy.
Jaden explains how his respect over the years has grown for Mrs. Page and why.
Get in trouble anymore, so I don't really have to talk to her about anything I'm doing wrong. Only time I talk to her is like she says hi to me in the hall. So I like her more because she doesn't have to yell at me every day like she used to. And she shows me respect and I show her respect.
Due to COVID, the vibe here at West Bridgewater has changed.
Yes, Mackenzie. Thank you for saying that. It's just, it's kind of, it's just kind of like, it's tough to build that rah-rah. Even Spirit Week, like today is tourist day, and we've had to do it 2 times. So those things for me are difficult. I look at ways it's flat a little, and I feel bad for kids. I feel bad for staff. I feel bad for us because that's not who we are and that's not what we want to be. So we're trying to do as many things as we can to stay somewhat normal and consistent, but it's just not the same, and we know it.
COVID times are hard enough, but to move to a job position in a school during this time could be even harder.
I think Mrs. Page has handled the current situation really, really well. If she is stressed out, she certainly doesn't show it. So I don't know. I thought it was a really good, easy transition. At least it appears that way.
Mrs. Page explains her point of view of climbing up the ladder in administration here at West Bridgewater.
Honestly, coming from the classroom, last year I had to be the meanie all the time. But you get to know all kids. Like when you're teaching, sometimes you only get to know those kids within your classroom setting. You don't get to know and build relationships with all kids. So that part of the job, I love. I love that I can get to know all students. And I, going back to the first question that you had asked me in, being here, teacher first, and, moving up the ladder, you build those rapports. Yes, it's at a different level, but I think as long as you're fair, consistent, respectful of people, even though you may have to tell certain students or staff things that they don't want to hear, I think if you have that respect, then you can have those difficult conversations and leave it at the table. So I think it's okay.
Mrs. Page is such an inspiration for everyone here at West Bridgewater, and we are beyond proud of her for everything she's accomplished, and she's doing such a great job so far.